I'm Judy Zelina. This is the Millcreek Government Channel. The ExpERIEnce Children's Museum is a place that has been inspiring creativity and imagination in children for over 25 years. The museum is a nonprofit organization whose entire mission is to provide a safe, family-centered, educational experience that inspires creativity, exploration, and imagination through play, interactive exhibits, and innovative programming. The museum is a place where children can race a boat, paint a painting, shop healthy, imagine a career, and produce a play. They were also named Erie's Choice Museum in 2020. And joining us today is the Executive Director, Ainsley Brozig, who will be sharing some wonderful news with us today. Ainsley, it is always a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you for having me.
As usual, you always have something going, but this time in particular, I think you've got something pretty exciting to share with us.
Yeah, we are finally breaking ground on our new children's museum. So we started this process, oh gosh, probably 4 or 5 years ago, just exploring the idea. And now I'm happy to say that we have officially started digging and had our groundbreaking and have raised over $15 million for the new project.
Oh my goodness gracious. Is this through grants and donations and so forth?
Yes, we have been fundraising for about 2 years, privately through corporations and individual donors. We also were a recipient of RCAP dollars from the state, which came from Governor Wolf. He came to the museum and awarded us $5 million. We also received a $3 million grant from the Erie Community Foundation for a project being transformational. And this is certainly transformational for downtown Erie.
Now, Ainsley, what was the reasoning behind, I know you and I have been talking about expanding or renovating. What is the reasoning behind this? Because when I go to the museum now, it's lovely.
Correct, yeah, it is. You know, we have been in the community over 25 years. It's very much a grassroots mom and pop operation though. Yes. Our exhibits are, you know, created with the help of corporations in Erie that are helping us build them and sustain them. But to be honest, we're housed in a 100-year-old building that was the former Boston Store livery in downtown Erie. And then it was a garage for Erie Insurance. They gifted us the building. It has really served us well. But about 5 years ago, the board and I and the staff started to think, okay, this building has served us well, but how do we see more kids and families through our doors? We knew the demand was high. Our memberships were at an all-time high. They increased by 400%, which is unheard of. Our attendance nearly tripled in a short time of us being there, or myself being there. And so we really were seeing this need. We had focus groups with teachers and superintendents in the school districts that we serve, and they said, look, we would love to bring more students to you, but you physically can't fit us. You also do not have the space, and you can't serve kids over the age 8 requirement that we have. So we decided that could this current building allow us to see more kids and families? And the answer was no. So we needed to do some deep thinking and think about an expansion and renovation.
Okay, now the location is going to remain the same, correct?
It is, yes.
Okay, what is going to be involved in the size and the elements of this project?
So our current building is roughly 14,000 square feet. It's 3 floors. We will completely renovate that building. So we'll still have the 14,000 square feet. And then we're building a 2-story addition in the outdoor classroom space that we own. And so that will add another 10 to 15,000 square feet.
Oh, okay.
So we will, and then we purchased a piece of outdoor property between the Art Museum and the Children's Museum that will serve as our outdoor classroom. So
you're still going to have that outdoor classroom?
That was important to us.
Yes.
We knew that kids coming from Erie's public schools and some of the kids that we see, they need to go outside. That's why everybody loves recess, right? So we knew that we needed to have that element. So we will be definitely doubling, almost tripling the amount of space we have.
Okay. Now there's going to be phases throughout this year.
Yes.
Correct? Can you talk to, or let our viewers know what some of these phases are going to entail?
Sure. So we're going to remain operational. That's the most important thing.
Oh, okay, that is important.
The museum will be open through this whole process. That was important to us too. We want to still continue to serve kids and families. So we are breaking ground on the addition first, so the outdoor classroom area, while the current building is still being used. We still have field trips coming in and families visiting. All of our hours are still the same. So that will take about 13 months to build the 2-story addition. And then we'll probably have a couple weeks where we do close and we'll move into the new building, and then we'll flip-flop. So we'll be open in the new addition, which will be super exciting. That'll be about 13 months, so probably May or June of 2023. And then we will start the renovation of the current building.
I'm going to tell you, Ainsley, that sounds so exciting, because I mean, and I can't even imagine the ideas that you guys have put together for this new building also.
So we have traveled, well, before the pandemic.
Right.
The pandemic was hard. We traveled to over a dozen children's museums getting ideas, and I have a lot of friends that are directors that we work together. We hired a company in Cincinnati that specializes in the design of children's museums. They recently did the Comedy Center in Jamestown, which is amazing if you've never been. They've done Crayola factories. They've done some children's museums in Naples, and even the first children's museum in China. So they know what they're doing and how to help us plan the best exhibits for the best experience possible.
How exciting. This really is exciting news. It's going to be a long process, correct?
Well, not as long as we think. It's going to fly by, right, Judy?
I keep telling you it's going to fly by,
I know.
Ainsley.
It's going to be about a 2-year process.
Okay.
So we look to officially open the entire project. We hope to be open by June of 2024. Doesn't seem that far away when you think of all we need to do, but we have a great crew. We have a beautiful drawing of the new building that Weber Murphy Fox has done, and we're just, keep moving forward to that vision.
Well, I like the fact that you are also going to be open through all of this. Are you going to have like different hours, or what are your hours going to be during this renovation period?
Yeah, so right now we're still, taking it as it goes. Our hours are normal, so we're open Wednesday through Sunday. We are closed Mondays and Tuesdays for cleaning purposes. Normal hours, there's actually special member hours, so you want to check that out on our website. And then we're going to do some fun things, like we're going to embrace the chaos. So there could be certain days where if you say code word construction, you get a discount. You can follow along our process on our website. You can also subscribe to our Construction Chronicles to learn the latest of what's going on. We'll have a live feed camera going on as well. We really want kids and families in our community to embrace this chaos and look forward to what's going to happen. We're having a construction day in July or August where kids are going to get to be a part of the construction, meet the construction team, see the big equipment, get their own hard hats, and help create their new children's museum. So we're looking forward to that.
Ainsley, you are amazing. Amazing that all this, like you said, chaos is going to be going on around you, and yet you're going to make it fun.
We are. We're going to try, because I will be honest, parking is going to be a challenge downtown. There's a lot of construction projects going on, but the biggest message we want everyone to know is we're coming into the spring and summer. It's a great time to walk around downtown Erie. There still will be parking on 5th Street and in the ramps, but French Street, right in front of the museum, has some construction gates going on, so you're not going to be able to park there. But you can always call us, and we'll help direct you to park.
Okay, now we talked about the new addition you're going to be doing. What type of renovation are you going to do in the museum that we go to right now? What can we see in the future?
So the new museum, the renovation is really, we're going to strip everything right down to the studs, to the walls, because in the past, we weren't able to do that. Ceiling heights and floor structures, we kind of kept those the same. Now we're going to have a brand new slate. So when you first walk in, the current door is going to be 3 classrooms. And that's really important to us because we see 6,000 to 7,000 school kids annually.
Oh, wow.
So the classrooms will be able to hold about 150 kids at a time, which is great. They can come in, have lunch, we can do programs in there. So that whole first area where the water table, the gift shop, all of that is classroom.
Okay.
And then the rest of it, well, there's going to be an art studio that's in there, a giant ball play area up on the second floor. We're going to use those heights. We have very tall ceilings on the second floor, but the loft that we have birthday parties, that'll all come out. Our town will be completely renovated. Pretty much nothing will remain the same. We are going to take a few exhibits with us. But we really want to emphasize that the exhibits that'll be in the new museum are, we're going from this, tiny, small city museum to we can compete with Philadelphia, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. We are going to be a grown-up kids museum.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
You can come do a preview.
All right. I'm going to be there. I'm really excited because I've been to the museum. It's absolutely wonderful. I know my grandchildren, when they were younger, absolutely loved it there. And I know young families that enjoy it too. And I think it's wonderful that you, instead of keeping it status quo, Ainsley, you're looking to the future. You want to expand, you want to grow.
We have to. I mean, one of the things that I've been telling donors is, yes, we are a nonprofit. We rely heavily on admission, donations, your admission dollars. I mean, that's what fuels us. Mm-hmm. However, we're a business, and it doesn't make good business sense that we have to turn away field trips because we don't have enough room. It doesn't make good business sense that after a child turns 8, we don't see them. That's such a young age to not have fun at a children's museum. So we are looking at this. We want to be sustainable for the future. What's our business plan look like? How can we see more kids and families and give the impact that we know they need, which is play. And play is essential to critical thinking skills and 21st century skills that you need as you grow.
Right. What age group do you think you're going to be looking to bring into the fold now?
So our exhibits will go up to about 5th grade. So we have education directors that are making sure the exhibits align with that. Okay. And then we'll have programming that'll reach kids through middle school.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one of the areas in the museum that I am super excited about is called the Innovation Station. And that's kind of like if you've ever seen the show Shark Tank, it's where kids can create a product, an idea. We'll give them all the tools they need. And then we're going to film them and let them give their best sales pitch. And then we hope that we'll be able to provide scholarships for kids in the future through that, bring in business leaders to help actually make these ideas come to life. And I think that will really intrigue the older kids. There's also a stop animation studio, so kids will be able to create their own videos and movies and animations, which, gets younger and younger.
Yes, they do.
They can teach us. But what I love about this museum is we're really thinking of all different age groups. So while there's a couple things for the older kids, there are things for kids as young as 6 months. So a family that has multiple age children, everybody can find something fun to do.
I love it. I love it, the idea. Now, you did mention how many visitors do you see annually?
So before COVID, we saw about 64,000 annually. The new museum is projected to see, on a stable year, which would be year 2 or 3 of being open, about 130 to 140,000.
Whoa.
So we know just by the field trips coming in, and we can book additional birthday parties and see more families, that we're looking forward to seeing more people.
Look at you grow. Ainsley, I know you have a mission statement, the museum, and I know that is not going to change through all these renovations. And how do you think it's going to help achieve these goals?
Yeah, so again, our biggest goal is to see more kids and families in the community. We know how crucial play is to the development of a child. And when we say play, we don't necessarily mean, playing Barbies or whatever, but we mean imaginative play.
Right.
We mean having early access to STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. We also throw in art to make it STEAM. Some of the things that we think about in planning this new museum, We know that by second grade, kids have already decided if they like science or math. And if they don't like science or math, the odds of them embracing that as an adult, going into a field in that career, which we desperately need, are very slim. Not to mention girls. Girls in STEM is really important. So we want to give an introduction to kids at a very early age of all of these ideas and concepts. And it is miraculous, we say how critical play is, but just learning through play and taking something that could be in a textbook and bringing it to life, kids are able to retain that for the future. And so that's critical. And we really see ourselves as that is a need that our community needs, our kids need, parents need to play with their children. That doesn't change. That's in our mission as well. It's really going to be a hub for action where we can just bring families from all different cultures, all different socioeconomic backgrounds together, all for the common good of playing, interacting, and learning.
Love it. I love it. Events. You have any upcoming events?
So our big one, look for the Kids Construction Day
Okay.
in July or August.
All right.
That's going to be huge. We've already been teasing our construction superintendent. He's going to be letting kids honk the horn and whatnot on construction vehicles. We have our Future Me event, which is all about kids and careers. That will be taking place probably in August or September. We fill the museum with careers and kids get to learn about them. We also have, of course, a Celebrate Erie time downtown. The museum is offered at pay as you wish. That's in August. That's a great time to come because we just ask that you pay what you're able to explore the museum. All of these can be found on our website, which is eriechildrensmuseum.org.
Okay.
And then, of course, we have summer camps, which I believe are sold out. But you can still get on a waiting list.
Doesn't surprise me. Anything, not in the least. No.
You can get on a waiting list for those.
So you've got events going. You're going to have a busy summer, fall, spring, summer, fall, winter.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to stop you.
Nothing's stopping us. No, we have waited a long time for this, and so we're looking forward to sharing it with the community.
And your annual events that you always have, those are still going to be in play also, aren't they?
They are. They might have to be adapted a little bit,
Okay.
But we still plan on, our Easter Bunny event, our New Year's event, Christmas event. We still are planning on doing that. We just have to get creative and how you get into the building and out of the building safely, but they do this all the time. They say buildings can be open while they're renovated. So,
well, if the last 2 years have shown me anything, Ainsley, you are very adaptable because you've kept the museum going through, such odds. And look where you are today.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I think it's really a good thing. You talked about birthday parties. Are you still going to be hosting birthday parties throughout this?
We are. We actually close our lower level to birthday parties. I think since the pandemic is over or taken a break for a while, I think now more than ever, it seems like families want to have these get-togethers and we want to celebrate all the things we couldn't do.
Yes.
So we are extremely busy with birthday parties. And we also needed a place to spread everybody out because we're seeing more people. So our lower level is available for birthday parties. I think it's the best deal in town because we do all the work and you don't have to do anything. You can just come and enjoy, right?
Right.
And now that the food hall is open down the street from us, you can order pizza from them, have it come to the party. Just really great connections. We have Rita's Italian Ice around the corner now. And so it's really becoming a great spot to have a birthday.
Good. I'm so glad you're continuing those. I know people that have utilized the birthday parties and they said they are amazing. You do a great, great job.
Thank you.
Let's talk about memberships.
Yes.
Tell us the benefits of having a membership to the museum.
So right now, memberships are a great deal. They're $80, and that gets you in as much as you want throughout the year. You can have a grandparent pass, a family pass, depending on what your needs are. And then there's a pass that's $135. It's called the Explorer Pass. That is a great pass if your family does a lot of traveling. I know my kids have kind of outgrown the children's museum scene, but when we would go on vacation, we would stop at any children's museum there was. And this Explorer Pass will get you either free or reduced admission because we participate with over 300 museums across the country. So if you do some traveling, you want to go to Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cleveland, that's the one to get. But our other one just gives you discounts on birthday parties, discounts in the gift shop, on camps and classes, and special events. Okay. We also have those members only hours, which are really great. If you have a little one that gets up early, maybe you want to come to the museum from 9 to 10 in the morning on a Saturday, those hours are available for members only.
So there's a lot of benefits to being a member.
There is, yes.
So viewers, check into those memberships and make sure you join because Ainsley's got a lot of good things going. Ainsley, how are you funded?
So we are pretty much self-supporting. We do get every dollar raised through membership, admission, classes, camps, all of that goes right back into operating the museum. We are considered an Erie County lead asset. Okay. So we do get a small portion of gaming revenue annually, very small portion. And then we also get the only federal funding, or state funding, I should say, is PHMC. We get about $6,000 a year for that. Okay. Everything else is self-supporting. Individual gifts, donors, grants. We're always looking for grants and partnerships. That's how we keep the doors open.
Okay, and so how can we help you?
Well, we're always taking donations. Actually, in August, we're kicking off our community campaign. Okay. So anybody that wants to help this new children's museum, we'll have a great plan in place. You can check out our website. Any donation is accepted. That helps fund the new museum. We always take volunteers. We're always looking for maybe retired teachers or gardeners once we open the new area. Right now, special event help, summer camp help. There's always opportunities. If you have time, we'll find something for you to do. I was going to
say, if I show up, you'll put me to work someplace.
We will, yes.
And it would be fun, too. I mean, because I think if you're going to volunteer, especially for you, Ainsley, you're going to volunteer in an area that you're familiar with and that you enjoy, correct?
Correct, yeah. Some of the best stories that come out of the Children's Museum, I always say they're these aha moments that make everything we're doing worthwhile. Right. And there was a little boy there the other day that walked in the door and he looked at his teacher and said, "This place is amazing." And right then and there, we are like, this is why we're doing this. Exactly. And for volunteers, we have many volunteers that have those moments as well.
I know I have the aha moments when I walk in there too. So you do a wonderful job. Ainsley, thank you for coming on the show. Our time's coming to an end here, letting us know about the renovation. Is there anything you wanted to add?
Just keep following us on Facebook. Okay. Like I said, this community campaign is going to be really exciting, and you can help us build the museum as well. No donation is too small, and just keep supporting us and following our journey.
Thank you, Ainsley. This is very exciting. Viewers, if you have want more information on the renovation or even on the programs at the museum, check out their Facebook page, their website. It's a wealth of information. And remember to stop down and visit them, and while you're there, pick up a membership. Thank you for tuning into the Millcreek Government Channel. Until next time, have a wonderful day.